You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and it's time now for your expanded local news. The Pana Tri-County Fair has a rich history behind it, as it now enters into the 76th year of its existence. Starting Wednesday, August 27th, and running through Monday, September 1st, the fair has the typical fan favorites and even a new addition to the lineup. This year at the Pana Fairgrounds, professional wrestling will make its debut after community members help decide what new event should make its way to town. Beginning at 7 p.m. on Thursday, August 28th, wrestlers will take the stage before their title match between Hornswoggle and Microman. Other special events are sprinkled into the 6 days, with the largest downstate Labor Day parade helping close things out. Becky Michael, secretary for the Pana Tri-County Fair, talks the newest event coming to Pana. Michael says this was something the community had called for, and the board is looking to deliver.
We always ask everyone in the community, what would you like to see us bring? And then in January, we always go to our huge fair convention in Springfield, and we started talking to this group, had what we were interested in. We worked through some details out, and we were able to come to an agreement, and they will be there to put on a great show Thursday starting at 7 o'clock in front of the grandstands. The main match is going to be a little people match, if that is politically correct how to say that. And it is the retired, they used to be involved with the WWF, the WWE, Hornswoggle and Microman will be the main heat. I believe there will be 4 to 5 different matches on throughout the show, and one never knows exactly what's going to happen.
Michael continues with the schedule of events as they get their start on Wednesday and on Thursday.
Okay, we are going to open the fair on Wednesday, August 27th with our Queen pageant. We have the Little Miss, Junior Miss, Teen, and Queen pageant starting at 6 o'clock in the grandstand. And then we also have armbands with the carnival. We'll have swears back again this year, and those times start at 5 and they end at 10 on Wednesday evening.
Okay.
So it sure will be a full house with everybody. All the girls will be dressed up in their fine best, and hoping we'll be getting our 4 new Pana Tri-County Queens. Thursday at 8 a.m. is when we will open our ag building, and that's when everyone can come and bring all of their entries into the ag building, like their produce and their jams and jellies and all their textiles and art projects that they have done throughout the year. And then the carnival starts back up again at 5. And then Thursday night, we brought a new exciting event into the grandstand starting at 7. We will have pro wrestling from Epic Pro Wrestling. Will be bringing a great show. Actually, on Thursday at 6 o'clock over at the beer tent, we will be having a beanbag tournament, a cornhole tournament. Sign up is 6 to 6:45. Bags will fly at 7 p.m. and the payout is $2,000.
Friday is when the holiday weekend just gets going, and Michael tells what it has in store for attendees.
Friday, we will bring back the Pets Creek Petting Zoo. They'll be on grounds Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's a free petting zoo, no charge to any of the public, and the kids can go in there and touch some farm animals that they never have perhaps had a chance to do that before. And then the carnival starts back up again at 5. And then the tractor pull will start at 7 in front of the grandstands. And also over in the horse arena at 7 p.m., we will have the all-speed horse show. That brings out lots. They do all types of barrel racing and pole racing and all of that stuff over there. And then at the beer tent Friday night, we hired F15 by some local sponsors. They will be playing in the beer tent from 8:30 to 1 a.m.
Saturday sees more showings and events that are sure to pack the grandstand.
Saturday, we are having, of course, that's when all the junior department can bring in their entries into the ag building. And that starts at 8 o'clock. And then we have, they're going to have a fun show and some different horse activities over at the horse arena starting at 10 a.m. And also this year we are bringing a stilt walker and a bubble creation station, which will be completely free to the community. We talked to that guy and we were very excited for him. He's got this huge bubble station that the kids can make life-size bubbles, and he will be on the grounds Saturday and Sunday, both days. And then, of course, harness racing starts at 2 p.m., which is always a town community favorite. And armbands will be 1 to 5, and then again from 6 to 10. And then at 7 o'clock in front of the grandstands, we will have our truck pulls.
Sunday and Monday bring an end to the Pana Tri-County Fair with the Labor Day Parade, UTV racing, and more.
On Sunday, the carnival will start back up at 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. with the afternoon session, and then back up again at 6 to 10. And Sunday is our kids' day. From 2 to 4 on the grounds, we'll also have the Bubble Creation Station and the Stilt Walker. We have some volunteers and ladies that are part of the fair. They come out, they'll do like a watermelon eating contest, and they'll have a whole bunch of fun activities for the kids also going on during the armbands. Of course, you'll still have to purchase the armbands for $30, but we have several free activities for the entire family to enjoy, and that is from 2 to 4 on the grounds. And then at 6 o'clock, we'll have our famous Demolition Derby. Kirby Manuel is our promoter. He does a great, awesome job. He puts it on. We have no worries when it comes to him, and that it will be standing room only.
Find out more about the Pana Tri-County Fair by visiting them at their Facebook page. Additional information can be found at panatricountyfair.com. Becky Michael appeared as a guest on the WTIM Pana Morning Show. The first positive test for West Nile virus this year has been confirmed in Taylorville. Mosquitoes collected on August 25th from the north side of town tested positive at the Christian County Health Department's lab. Health officials say they'll continue monitoring mosquito populations throughout the season. Residents are encouraged to reduce breeding grounds by removing standing water from items like buckets, tires, bird baths, and gutters. For more information, you can contact the Christian County Health Department at 217-824-4113. Taylorville Community Credit Union has wrapped up its annual Freedom Tree Food Drive, once again helping restock the shelves of local food pantries. This marks the 11th year for the effort, which saw community members and TCCU members donate hundreds of pounds of canned and boxed food items. In addition to the food, more than $2,000 in cash donations were collected. Food pantries say those dollars go a long way because they can purchase items at a reduced cost from regional food banks. Every dollar donated often translates into several pounds of food. In Taylorville alone, that means this year's donation is equal to roughly 4,000 pounds of food purchased for local families. The timing of the drive is important, however. Food pantries often see higher demand during the summer months when children are out of school and are not receiving meals there. At the same time, donations are typically lower than they are around the holidays. TCCU leaders say that the growing community support makes a real difference for families in need. All donations from Freedom Tree Food Drive campaign stay local, directly benefiting food pantries and the residents that they serve. Taylorville Community Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial cooperative that has served Christian, Shelby, and Montgomery counties since 1956. This will conclude the first portion of your expanded local news, and it's brought to you by Taylorville Community Credit Union.
Hi, this is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. When you become a member of TCCU, you become an owner and have access to our great loan rates, earn great dividends on our deposit accounts, have access to our full range of financial products, and will receive personal attention from people you know. Membership is open to anyone who lives or works in Christian, Montgomery, and Shelby County. We are conveniently located in Taylorville, Hillsboro, Litchfield, and Pana. You can also visit us online at www.tccu.org. Come join us. You'll wonder why you waited. Member NCUA.
Lincoln Land Community College is known for degrees and certificates, but the college provides numerous community resources to go with their curriculum. Coming to Taylorville's campus this year is the school's Essential Workplace Skills Series. It's a multi-week set of sessions starting on August 28th. With a focus on professional development and soft skills to better improve your ability at work, attendees of all ages and stages in their career will benefit from the range of material. Diana Hay-Bavona is the Director of Continuing Education and Business Solutions at Lincoln Land Community College. She shares about how many opportunities there are to develop professionally.
Well, we have spent a lot of time over the last year in growing the number of opportunities that we have available to the public. And some of those opportunities are now available in person at several of our outreach and community centers, and others are available online. There are courses that offer continuing education credit for healthcare professionals. There are also continuing professional development units available for teachers, such as courses on gamification strategies for engaging with math classrooms. And then we have options in areas like entrepreneurship and small business, such as fundamentals of investing, small business financing, leadership and management courses available like developing emotional intelligence, building stronger teams. Then we have technology and computer skill courses, such as CompTIA, your basic Excel and Microsoft Word courses. We also have some more advanced, interesting courses, such as mastering prompts to unlock AI's potential. And then we have our workplace readiness and professional skills courses that deal with a lot of the soft skills, such as communication, customer service, critical thinking. So we've really expanded the offerings that we have available to our general public.
Hey, Bavona talks about the spring listening session and what residents, local leaders, and businesses are asking for here locally. She says these are important to gauge what courses the community truly needs.
Those are a very important part of our process, and we hold those every spring in our community outreach areas in Taylorville last year in the spring. So they really shaped much of the programming that we do, because we're listening in those sessions to what the businesses and local leaders are telling us that they need for their local workers and in the local community. And we take all that information back and we look how we can develop educational opportunities that are going to address those specific needs. It's very important. It really, shapes the programming that we have. And when we're able to meet with community leaders and businesses and they can tell us what those needs are, it's essential to what we do. And so I really value those opportunities that we have in the community to be able to come in. And I'm always really excited when we have great turnout from businesses and community leaders, and they're open to telling us what they need.
As for the Essential Workplace Skills Series, Hey Bavona details how the workshop will be administered.
We have a series of 6 workshops, and they are geared to soft skills, and many of them resulted from what we heard back from community leaders and businesses in terms of what they were needing. So those workshops were developed to be engaging. They're highly interactive, and we have designed those so that people can take what they learn in those workshops back into the business and start using those immediately. So very practical, hands-on kind of workshops. And there is a series of 6, and people can take one, they can take multiples. It's really up to them what they have an interest in.
The series will be broken down into 6 different 3-hour classes. Hey Bavona tells of the expected classes to take place.
But the first one, I believe, that is kicking off in Taylorville, I think it's August 28th, is the Practicing Professionalisms at Work workshop. And that's 3 hours, 3-hour workshop. And it looks at common professional pitfalls that people may experience on the job, how to accept feedback, and what it means to contribute positively to a workplace culture. We have another one that's navigating challenges and stressors that comes up in September. And that's, focuses in on team resilience, emotional intelligence, how you can really manage your stress proactively, focusing in on developing wellness habits, boundaries, how to deal with particularly stressful or tough situations. We've got a Thinking Critical at Work workshop, another one on customer service essentials. We have another one on building stronger teams through inclusive practices, and one on communicating effectively. So almost every 2 weeks, starting on that August 28th date with the first one, we've set up one of those 3-hour workshops to occur in Taylorville on site.
And if you can't make it to the sessions, or maybe want all of your employees to receive this information, LLCC in Taylorville will come to your business instead.
Yeah, we do. So many of the workshops and things that we do, as we've discussed, we do those at our community outreach centers in Taylorville, Litchfield, Jacksonville, here in Springfield as well. So those are always open to the public, anybody who wants to come in and take those. So often companies might have one or two people that they feel maybe could benefit from being sent into one of our locations and taking those open sessions. But what we also do is we do a lot of custom training as well. And what that means is we get calls a lot of times from businesses and companies who may have more people, or they might have a professional development day, and they're trying to think of different ways that they can expose more of their employees to these types of skills. And 70% of our employers report that there's a skills gap in their workforce, and they recognize that, and they're trying to take steps to correct that. And for them to obviously send, 14 or 15 people to our location just is not cost effective or feasible for them. So we've designed many of our offerings where we can take them on site to the workplace.
And to receive 50% off of any workshop that are series or offered by Lincoln Land Community College, you can use code UPSKILL, UPSKILL, when registering. Visit llcc.edu/EWS for more. Diana Hay Bavona appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. Memorial Health has announced a new addition to its Human Resources Division. Brett Mahoney has joined the system as Director of Talent Management, effective August 18th. Mahoney brings more than 14 years of experience in talent management. He most recently served as Executive Director of Training and Organizational Design at Loma Linda University Health in California. At Memorial, he'll focus on developing leaders and supporting internal career growth. Mahoney holds a PhD in leadership from the University of the Cumberlands, a master's degree in leadership from Gonzaga University, and a bachelor's degree in history from Southern Adventist University. He says he's excited to get to know both Memorial Health and Central Illinois, adding that the organization has built a strong reputation for quality care and talented staff. Memorial's Chief Human Resources Officer, Elizabeth Clark, says Mahoney's leadership and collaborative style will be a tremendous asset moving forward. This will conclude the second portion of your expanded local news, and it's brought to you by C&B Bank and Trust.
Looking for more from your checking account? With CNB's Premium and Gateway Checking, get buzzing benefits packed with perks that pay. Protect your phone with cell phone coverage. Save big on prescriptions, eye care, and hearing services with health savings. And shield your identity with ID Theft Aid, plus 24/7 roadside assistance and access over 400,000 discounts from local shops to national brands. Switch to CNB Premium or Gateway Checking today. Download the Buzzing app and start saving. Visit cnbil.com or stop by your local CNB branch. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Moving now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and are brought to you by Sutton Memorial Home.
When it comes to organizing your life, Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville has some words of advice. Consider pre-planning your funeral. The death of a loved one can be a traumatic event in people's lives, and you can spare your family the burden of planning a funeral when they are grieving. Sutton Memorial Home knows that establishing a pre-arrangement assures that important decisions and your personal selection are made in advance and spares your family an additional burden at their time of loss. Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. Caring is what they do best.
81-year-old Anthony or Tony Francis Durbin of Taylorville died on August 23rd. Visitation is August 29th from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Taylorville. Funeral service will be August 30th at 10 a.m. at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Taylorville. Burial, with Veterans Honor, will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. 78-year-old James Mayer of Rochester died on August 24th. No services will be provided, and funeral arrangements are being handled by Masterson Funeral Home in Kincaid. 72-year-old Monty G. Busen of Morrisonville died on August 21st. Cremation rights have been accorded, and no services will be provided. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. 84-year-old Sharon Grab Kleinig of Nokomis died on August 11th. Visitation is August 29th from 9:30 a.m. until 11 a.m. at United Methodist Church of Nokomis. A celebration of life will be on August 29th at 11 a.m. at United Methodist Church of Nokomis. And 89-year-old Betty E. Allen of Taylorville died on August 15th. Visitation is September 6th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. Memorial service will be September 6th at 11 a.m. at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. Interment will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. Cremation rights have been accorded, and funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. Get details on these and other local news stories at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com or on WTIM. WTIM is your only local news radio.